All right, today we're going to talk about how to start a YouTube channel with conviction. One of the things I consistently see is people will start YouTube channels and they'll just put up anything. They won't have a firm plan. They won't have a firm, they'll just throw up random videos. If you don't believe me, go to your favorite YouTuber's channel, go to videos, and then hit oldest video. And you'll see frequently that what they're doing now isn't what they started off with. And this is a common situation. So one of the things that you want to do is start your channel off with conviction, authority, and excellence. Now, hear me and hear me well. You do not want to put up different type of videos. Do not do that. What that does is every time you do that, you reset the algorithm. So here's some advice for you. Start a brand new Gmail account, start a new YouTube channel, and then one of the things you need to do is pick a niche. You need to pick a niche, something that you're very firm about, something that you want to talk about, something you can be passionate about. So you pick your niche and then you subscribe to everyone that's in that niche to your channel. This will force the YouTube algorithm to feed you different videos from different channel creators, and you'll know what's going on in your niche. Now, all right, for the people who cannot afford the courses, we have a lot of books to help you get in the money flow. We have books on YouTube, we have books on lawsuits, we have books on investings, we have books on making money, we have books, all kinds of books. We have books about the secrets of a lasting marriage, we have books about how to build wealth, we have books about sales, we have books about money management. We have a lot of books for you, and you can get them each and every day over there at the portal. Links are below. This is one of the things that creates a lot of problems. People like, I don't want to pick a niche. I just want to make videos. I want to become YouTube famous. And good luck with that. I've been doing YouTube since 2009. I've seen, I remember the first wave of big YouTube creators who are now gone. Many of them aged out of their content. So essentially, what you want to do is figure out a niche that you can operate in, and that's the only thing you want to talk about. You don't want to talk about cooking. You don't want to talk about dating. You only want to talk about anything that has to do with your niche. It's going to take the YouTube algorithm about 20 to 30 videos to figure out who you're making your videos for. Now, incidentally, one of your videos may pop. Currently on one of my other channels, I have a video the channel is maybe 2 weeks old, and the video has 1,500 views, and I only have maybe 200 subscribers. So the video is arcing. Now, what does that mean? This video will get traffic. It's being fed to new viewers because the channel content is the same. It's about money. It's not going to change. I'm not going to talk about dating. Essentially, this is my situation. I have multiple YouTube channels, and I've got a few new ones. Hustlers Kung Fu, Savage Money. That's the channel where the video's taking off. It's starting to arc. Then I have Intellectual Property School, this channel here. And then I have Disruptive Male, a channel that teaches men how to be men and how to date better. So for each topic, I have a different channel. Years ago, I made a fatal mistake. I put all those topics on one channel, and this kept confusing the YouTube algorithm. I've got an older channel with 144,000 subscribers. Then I have another channel that's got about 44,000 subscribers, and they are mixed subscribers. If my 144,000 channel had just one arc, one level of content, that would be an extremely strong channel. But right now, because YouTube has changed so much over the years, it really doesn't get a lot of views because the YouTube algorithm doesn't know who to feed the content to. And the same thing with the second channel. I can put up a video, I have 44,000 subscribers, and I'll get 600, maybe 700 views. That's common. You're starting to see people with multi-million subscribers have the same type of effect because the YouTube algorithm doesn't know who to feed their video to, who's this video is designed for. So essentially, With the new channels, let's talk about disruptive male, dating, male stuff, and also somewhat economics. And then Hustlers Kung Fu Savage Finance, about money, about making money, increasing your income. And then Intellectual Property School, how to make money with your mind. So each one of these channels has a distinct and unique topic. Then I have another channel, Hustlers Kung Fu Black and White. And I'll share some with you. My main channel got hacked. And when your channel gets hacked, it's a nightmare. Essentially, I cannot get in my channel right now. They have to send me a special link to get in my channel. And if I log out, I cannot get back in my channel. So that's Hustlers Kung Fu Live and Hustlers Kung Fu Black and White. They're on that same Gmail account, which at some point I'll get access again. But right now I'm not really worried about it, because here's the thing. And this is something that you really, really need to pay attention. Why are you doing YouTube? Are you doing YouTube because you want to just be seen? Like, I do YouTube because I make a lot of money from YouTube. 2020, I made $3 million using YouTube. So I'm in it for the money. Now, if you want to make money, and I'm going to tell you something that may shock you, you could create a channel in a singular niche and make money before YouTube monetizes you. Now, what is YouTube monetization? This is when you get set up with AdSense and they start paying you for the ads on your video. That's the lowest form of YouTube revenue that you can have. AdSense, that's punk, that's chump change, it's chump change. So this is what happened to me with my first YouTube channel, which was about a singular topic, storage auctions. And I wrote a book about storage auctions and I promoted it. And the channel stayed pretty much storage auctions 2009, 2010, 11, 12. Then I started branching off into other stuff, which was a mistake. If I knew what I know now, I would have created a new channel with that new subject matter, like I did with these new channels. And one of the reasons I'm creating the new channels is both of my older channels are compromised. They will, they can be fixed, but it's going to take time. And by that time, I give you an example. I have one channel that I've already made some money on. And the channel has 50 subscribers and I already made $1,500. So here's the thing. When you create a channel that's very defined, that speaks to one topic, you can make money. The first time I did it, I got to a living income, well defined. What is living income? Around December, and I started the channel in August, September, October, November, December, 4 months. I was doing $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Then we moved to June. I was consistently doing $5,000 a month or more. $5,000 a month is livable income in most parts of the United States. You may be starving in New York or LA, but most parts of most parts of the United States, you can live off of that. Now that's beginning income. And then I wrote more books. See, this is what I did. I did a YouTube channel. I directed the traffic from the YouTube channel to a blog. And on the blog, I sold a PDF that was my ebook. Then I got smart. I put my book, you can go to Amazon.com and go Glendon Cameron, and you'll see the book, Making Money, A to Z with Self-Storage Auctions. Then I wrote another book, Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit. That was my second best selling book. Now, Craigslist was the place to buy and sell stuff before Facebook Marketplace came to be. I operated without Facebook Marketplace. I made millions of dollars from Craigslist. So here's the thing that you guys have got to understand. You must construct your YouTube channel in a specific manner to be successful and to scale. And when I mean scale, I'm talking about money. You can have a YouTube channel. I have one. There's a video on here. I had a YouTube channel. I had 2,500 subscribers. And I introduced an information product and I made $50,000 my first month. So it's not about the size of your YouTube audience. It's about the content and what problems your YouTube content solves or how it aims people. Literally, you could have a channel with like 2,500 subscribers and make, $1 million a year. I'm not joking. See, this is one of the things. There are big YouTubers. There are people with multiple millions of subscribers and they get very large YouTube AdSense checks every month. That's possible. That's a thing. But let me tell you something. I know from personal experience, it's way easier to make $1 million with a channel that sells something versus a channel that has to get millions and millions of views to make that AdSense money. Once again, it depends upon how patient you are. I have a few videos that have millions of views, but those videos, they were not the big money makers. It was my smaller videos. Like I started doing the videos talking about holding companies. Then I created a whole curriculum called The Corporate Citizen. And I plugged that video into Corporate Citizen and I made $150,000 my first month. So, but then at the time, the YouTube channel is very segregated. At the time, YouTube channel had almost 100,000 subscribers and I had a core audience that was pulling out of it. Now, I would say Hustlers Kung Fu, Savage Money is 2 weeks old. Disruptive Mail is 1 week old. And Intellectual Property School is 1 week old. I will make money from each one of those channels before my first month is over. And that's why you're making YouTube videos, to make money, right? Or you may be chasing fame. You may want to be famous. You may want to be YouTube famous. And it's interesting because I also have a TikTok channel. I went out to a restaurant the other day and the waitress was like, "You have a TikTok channel. I see you." So it's very interesting how your internet fame can bleed over into real life. But that's the ticket. That's what you want to do. You want to keep your topic congruent. You want to keep the same topic, talking to the same viewer over and over again. And I will say after about 20 to 30 videos, this is when the YouTube algorithm is like, oh, this is where we need to point his channel to these people. And I'm telling you, the amount of information, like, will give you an idea of how powerful YouTube is. This video, right? You see right here, YouTube has identified those little objects on the wall. YouTube knows that this is a pink hoodie. YouTube knows this is a green hat. All of that stuff's in the metadata. And then it will use that metadata to push that video to put products, to put ads, the right ads on that YouTube channel. So it's very, very popular. This is one of the reasons that YouTube has gotten away from tags, because tags used to be really, really important. They're no longer important. But here's the thing. If you want to be really financially successful, there's YouTube success, where you can have 1 million subscribers and everyone knows you and everyone loves your videos, or you can have financial success. I'm talking making enough money to pay cash for your next house. I'm talking about that kind of financial success. And I'm not talking about it's going to take you 20 years to get there. I would say with the right channel, with the right topic, with the right offer, you got to do a lot of things right. You can make enough money in a year to pay cash for your next house, starting from scratch today. That's how powerful YouTube is for finding your audience and finding you customers to buy your products. So if you are interested in that, I have something called Intellectual Property School. Teach you how to set up a YouTube channel, teach you how to do online courses, teach you how to use ChatGPT to write books, teach you how to do coaching, and teach you how to set up a podcast. Now, all those things can make millions of dollars by themselves. And when you put it together, you can have a multi-million-dollar business within a year. Within a year. That's how powerful this stuff is. Everyone's talking about they're afraid of ChatGPT or they're afraid of Claude. I deploy these things with vigor every day because here's the thing. The people who will be replaced by ChatGPT, Claude, and these other AI engines are the people who are not using them. The people who are using them and building will get richer and richer and richer. So there's a link below. Right now, today is Sunday. I offer the special because I'm still building out the course. So there's nothing there. The YouTube book is done. And everything starts with the YouTube course because that's how you get traffic. Because I don't care what you're selling. You need traffic. You need people coming in and saying, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, I may buy this. I may like this. And that's the first thing. So we're going to do the YouTube training first. Then we're going to do the book training second. And then we're going to do the online course stuff third. Then we'll do the podcast stuff fourth. And then we'll do the coaching last. One of the things with coaching takes a lot of time and energy. And this is why I'm really a big believer in high ticket coaching, because you could, like, if you were to sell your coaching for like $100 and then you had to show up for an hour once a week, 4 times a month for that $100, you would start to feel seriously underpaid. When I do coaching, I'm usually around 5,000. My biggest coaching client was 20,000. And the 20,000, and this is something I've noticed. When you charge a lot of money, they actually pay attention to you and they do as you say. When you make a deal, this is when you get what I call problem students. So that's how I see it. So if you're going, that's why coaching is going to be last, because coaching, you got to set up coaching the correct way. You got to, but once again, there's many layers, and these are things we'll be talking about here at the Intellectual Property School. But literally, you could start a YouTube channel. Let's say it's March, and by the end of March, you could have customers if you do it right. Or let's say the end of April, 2 months, start a YouTube channel, start making money. And I'm not talking about chump change. I'm talking about $2, $3, $4, $5, maybe even $10,000 a month from a very small YouTube channel that's literally brand new, but that has the right message for your audience. I'm 100% serious. This is why do you think I started so many YouTube channels? I'm going to have a customer base that's going to come from Disruptive Mail. I'm going to have a customer base that's going to come here from Intellectual Property. I'm going to have a customer base that's going to come from Hustlers Kung Fu Savage Finance. And I'm going to have 3 different customer bases selling 3 different products. Once again, it's a matter of what you're putting out and what you have to sell. My Thinkific, I use Thinkific for my online courses. My platform is going to be so crowded in the coming days, it will be shocking, because I'll have multiple products. I'll have coaching, I'll have consults and all this other stuff. So once I get it built out, I should be at $3,000 to $5,000 per day, 7 days a week. And I'm talking about in the next 90 days when that starts, because I got to build it out and I got to get this stuff together. So you can join me and be active and build some stuff, or you can keep scrolling and watching TikToks about people talking about the price of eggs and how eggs are too expensive. I really, really don't care about the price of anything, because my mindset is, oh, it costs that much, I need to make more money. And it's what I do, I make more money so I can easily afford it. That's the way I think. But if you're interested in the Intellectual Property School, the link is below. And I don't know, there's a special that I'm running today that you will not be able to get access, because one of the things is the drive traffic and the drive conversions are specials. Having certain specials, because right now, only thing that's really done in the Intellectual Property School is the YouTube book, which can literally change your life. And then there's going to be the YouTube course that we're going to set up and all this other stuff. So once again, the link's below for those of you who are interested in making dramatically more money. And I'm talking about $20,000 to $30,000 a month in the next 6 months. If that is something that's attractive to you, go ahead and sign up.